It is nighttime. You are walking alone along a riverbank. The air is foggy and eerily silent. Just then, you hear agonized sobbing in the distance. Goosebumps run down your spine. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you notice a silhouette floating in a white dress.
And at that moment you feel fear coursing through your veins. Because it is La Llorona, and she is looking for her children. Today we introduce you to La Llorona, the Weeping Woman, one of Latin America's most famous supernatural legends.
Told for centuries. Did she really exist? How frightening are the stories of those who have encountered her? Let's dive into this chilling story together. The legend of La Llorona dates back to 16th century Mexico, but it can also be traced back to Mayan and Aztec cultures. So who was this tragic woman? According to the most common version of the story, La Llorona's real name was Maria. She was a woman of extraordinary beauty. She was poor but proud. One day, she fell in love with a rich Spanish nobleman. They fell madly in love and had 2 children together. But after a while he left her and married someone else. Unable to bear the betrayal, in a fit of rage and grief, Maria threw her children into a river and watched as the water sucked the life out of them. But at that moment she realized the mistake she had made. In tears, she tried to save her children, but it was too late. In despair and remorse, she threw herself into the same river. However, she could not find peace. It is said that her soul was cursed, and she had to search for her children forever. So, is this just a legend, or does La Llorona really exist? What do those who claim to have seen her say? Over the centuries, many people have claimed to have seen her on dark nights, especially on riverbanks and lakeheads. Witnesses say they heard the sobs of a woman in white and fled from her. But has anyone encountered La Llorona today? In 2018, a man in New Mexico said he heard strange crying sounds at night and went outside to see a woman floating in the fog. The woman's face was not visible, but her cries were deafening. When he tried to run away, he saw her floating towards him and he fainted from fear. When he opened his eyes the next day, the floor was covered in water and he claimed to have heard a woman whispering, "Mis hijos, mis hijos, my children, my children." Another incident took place in Colombia in 2021. A group of young people were camping near an abandoned bridge when, during the night, they heard strange noises that sounded like moans. One of them tried to record it with his cell phone, but the phone screen began to flicker and suddenly turned off. That same night, they said, a friend of theirs dreamt of a white woman and started crying in his sleep. When they woke up in the morning, they found bare footprints in the soil around the campsite, leading to the water. Is this all a coincidence? Or is this cursed spirit really still haunting our world? Is La Llorona just a horror story, or does it have a deeper meaning? According to some experts, the story reflects themes of motherhood, loss, and redemption. Perhaps Maria represents the conscience of all humanity, and her story is a reminder that we cannot escape the consequences of our actions. The legend has also been used to enforce discipline in Latin America. Parents frightened their children by saying, "If you go out at night, La Llorona will get you." But is this just a warning? Or is there a real danger? What about you? If you go out at night and you hear a woman crying in the wind, what do? Would you run away or would you approach her? Let us know what you think in the comments. May your night be peaceful, and be careful. La Llorona may be walking right where you are. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel.